Hey everyone, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4 Road to 56 mod here today on the channel. We're going to be starting a new game as the United Kingdom. Okay, so the Allies can be sometimes a little bit of a boring run because you do have to be quite passive, build up your production and wait to see what happens on the continent. However, we are using, of course, unhistorical focuses, so anything can happen on the European continent. So we obviously have the British Empire. Now I reckon we're probably going to decolonize most of it, I would imagine, if we are going to be loyal with the Americans. That's one of their conditions. So let's create a intelligence agency. Let's get MI5 nice and early. Let's go into construction 1 and basic machine tools. I just want to get things early off and running. We'll get the flamethrower as well, and maybe combat service support as well. We do want to try and get plenty trucks to help our mechanized forces. We could go down a main sort of armament thrust. We'll just have to see. We're going to try and get a bunch of construction underway as well. Mostly rifles, but we might just leave our production at the moment. We obviously want to rule the waves and have a large navy to combat any enemy threat. It's vital if you're playing as the Allies to have a huge navy. You can really hold off the AI quite a bit, and there's a massive tech tree to go down. I think increasing our civilian capacity is probably our best bet, but I'm curious to see how the French, the Germans, and the Soviet Union goes in this run, with Stanley Baldwin in charge for now. Unfortunately, King George V has now died. May he rest in peace. Edward is now in charge. Uh-oh. Okay, trade-wise, we're doing fine. We're also repairing some territory in Egypt. Our production has slightly changed. We do have one tank brigade and motorized division coming along. Our logistics isn't terrible, but we'll get that underway. 36 divisions, just under 300 battalions as well, mostly made up of infantry. We're going to try and focus on infantry throughout this game. But June 1936, at the moment our trade is fine as no wars have broken out. The Allies don't tend to have a resource problem. They do tend to control most of the rubber, but we will have to keep a watchful eye on our overseas territory. And, of course, what happens to the Netherlands as well. Steady as we go. So we've got a bunch of air wings. Decent navy as well. We're currently training them and running exercises in the North Sea and the English Channel. Okay, so we're going to try and form an alliance with the French. The earlier we can do that, the better. Stanley has sent diplomats to Paris, and we're going to see what the French have to say. The Spanish Civil War has now erupted, so we could probably send some troops potentially to the democratic side, which unfortunately does have more communist leanings. Seems like communism is growing in France as well. Oh, and it looks like the German Empire is now back. Looks like they're going down the Kaiser route. And France is now officially in the Allies. They've made an alliance with Bulgaria, which is interesting. FDR is now in charge. We've got to be careful that the French could take over the faction. Oh, what's this? No Hirohito in Japan as well. Okay, I wonder what path they're going down. So if they're going non-aligned imperial or monarchical or monarchy, that could be a bit of a problem. I'm sure the Kaiser... Well, I wouldn't be surprised if the Kaiser and the English monarchy, Edward is they're probably related, to be honest. Oh no, Elizabeth's father's now in charge. Okay, well let's wait and see. March 1937 now. Small little skirmish on the Baltic. Sweden and Poland have a non-aggression pact with Germany. But I have a bad feeling with the French. Although they're in the Allies, it looks like they're probably going to join the Soviet Union and their Comintern. Yeah, look at this. And they've just sent a message to the UK asking to leave as a communist party's now in charge. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so this might be a little bit strange. We're obviously going to be backing various factions in Europe that are democratic. But yeah, if Germany and the Kaiser invade France, it's probably going to bring in the Soviet Union. What's going on here in China? A little bit of skirmishing. It doesn't look like they're going down peaceful. Japan, I don't know what they're doing exactly. Brazil has gone fascist, so they're probably going to join with Italy if they remain the same. But at the moment... Oh, we're still waiting, but Poland has had a civil war. This is going to be interesting. So Romania is backing West Poland. And the Polish Peasant Union is probably the one we're going to be backing. Alright. We'll see if this expands the conflict. It's not the USSR or Germany going into Poland just yet, which can sometimes bring us in. It's this civil war. Also, the Spanish Civil War seems to be going a lot longer as well. And we've got some small spot fires here throughout the South American continent. But yeah, no, this is ravaging the Iberian Peninsula into 4 factions fighting for dominion of Spain. We obviously hold Gibraltar in the south, and you would imagine we've still got our alliance with Portugal, so the only way we would get involved in Iberia would be potentially them getting war decked. But at the moment, running a lot of drills, got radar support. Oh, and Neville Chamberlain's now in as well. Nice, Stanley Baldwin is out, so we want to try and get the appeaser out as quickly as possible and bring in the man, the myth, the legend, Winston Churchill. Yes. Alright, so it looks like Italy is going down Rome protocols, which is... I don't know. Might not necessarily be a bad thing. Especially if the Kaiser's going down a different path as well. Okay. Oh wow, there's been a coup in Portugal. Interesting. We're increasing our armor, artillery as well. And we're going down dispersed. Okay, so... democratic. I think that's okay, but still mostly communist. So, Italy has actually brought in Austria and Hungary. That's concerning. So, we've got the oh no, they are, okay. Portugal's at war. Wait, what, why? They're actually at war with Spain. I guess they're non-aligned authoritarian, what? Maybe the government changed. I only bring up the Anglo-Portuguese alliance because I just think it's quite funny. that even historically, when Britain went to war with the Argentina junta in the Falklands, Portugal offered military support from an alliance, a marriage alliance in the 1300s. I'm pretty sure England and Portugal have the longest alliance in the world. Okay, going with air rearmament now. But things are starting to hotten up a bit. Uruguay is now at war with Brazil. Now with the French turning towards Moscow, typical. They are untrustworthy now, I suppose. We're currently building civilian factories in the Greater London area. And a military factory in Yorkshire as well. Air Force and naval supremacy is what we're working on. And the UK is also getting more infantry in London as well. Nearly about to switch over that deficit. We're going to need it if a war breaks out. As we're now in March 1938. There is still peace for now, relatively on the European continent between the main powers, not including Spain. Oh, here we go. Italy just declared war upon the French Commune. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. They kind of threw. We're not going to get involved, I guess. Oh, man. If they just stayed in the Allies, it would have been okay. So, does that mean... So, Austria, Uruguay, weird. Hungary and Italy are at war with France. I wonder if Germany will use this as an opportunity to go in. So it looks like there's going to be fighting on the southern French border. Manchuria is at war with Japan, and there's been a civil war in the USSR. You've got to be kidding me. Oh my god. I swear every time you go unaligned, there's always a crazy civil war. So what have we got? Stalin and Georgie. Okay. So not Zhukov, which can sometimes happen. Where's it spawned? Okay. And then... Wait, what? Why are China fighting Manchuria? Oh, I haven't seen this in a while. What is this faction? Dadong Yagong. Okay. So they don't even have to conquer China. They've just they've just made a faction together. Oh no. Well, that's not good. At least they didn't join Rome Protocol somehow. So Japan and China have united in the east. We're obviously a part of the Allies. Oh my god, Rome Protocol. Oh wow. They have just hoovered up all that North African territory. Oh no. The French and their colonial holdings have capitulated. We've got to watch out for the Raj as well. But Neville Chamberlain, sitting back. We're still building up. He switched to early mobilization though. But for now, the UK, the Allies, the US hasn't joined us yet, are watching Europe balloon into flames. The French seem to be holding in Europe though, and they might have even pushed slightly. Germany's yet to do anything. But wars are breaking out a little bit early in this campaign. The French Commune and Italy just trading at the moment. I wonder if Germany will be potentially passive and peaceful. Oh, interesting. Wait, they won. Oh, wow. He got deposed. We are not the USSR anymore, comrades. We are the SSSR. What? SS? Yes. Okay. Oh, got some calculating there. What was that? Oh, they're nearly winning. Alright, the UK is going to increase their Special Air Force service. But that war in the USSR quickly wrapped up. Interesting. January now, 1939. We're sort of preparing for, well, the inevitable. George is now currently the head of the monarchy. Okay, Portugal. Oh, so... Wait, what? So the major Spanish faction, the Spanish they didn't join them. Okay. They made an alliance with the other faction. Interesting. We're currently building up our military capacity as well. And we've also commissioned a naval base be built on the Shetland Islands. We currently have 61 infantry divisions. We're expanding our military, navy, and air force, of course. But we have yet to lose a single British soldier or volunteer. As the SSSR are now at war with Japan and China. I'm like, what? Oh, it's because they won against Manchuria. Now they're pushing up there. Wow. I have not seen this faction before. Have you guys seen this? The Dong You Gone Wrong Quan. I've never seen Japan unite all of China so quickly. It's like, why are we fighting? We can just, like, take out Eastern Russia. Okay. Thank God we're not fighting up there. That's an attrition hellscape there. So Brazil is fighting on side of the French there. It seems like the Europeans are fighting amongst themselves. Savages, okay. And we're just sitting back here. Unfortunately, we did lose Northern Ireland there in a compromise, but that's okay. Potentially, we might be able to bring them in. Oh, wow. Yugoslavia is in the French faction there. Okay, that's going to compromise Hungary and Austria. However, the Germans are still hanging on. But France is doing quite well. So, I guess if they're going to go communist and not join with us, they seem to be holding quite well in their own independent faction. We do have a small amount of communism growing. But, hopefully that's nothing to worry about. Yeah, the Tsardom of Bulgaria. They're in a faction together. Okay. Those trains are being complete. They are losing in Africa quite bad. That means their resource capacity is not going to be good. They did somehow bring in Yugoslavia, which is not a bad play. Trying to tie down and waste territory there in the Balkans is not a bad idea. They still haven't pushed an inch in southern France by the look of it. Most of the allies are firmly with us as well. That might change once we bring the US involved and have to decolonize, but we'll see how we go. Most of Eastern Europe, Greece and Turkey haven't picked a side either. But that's not good there in Eastern Siberia. Kingdom of Netherlands has joined Roman Protocol. That's really bad. Wait, China's now involved? How? Okay. Oh, because I think the Netherlands came in? Oh, here we go. We might be at war soon, actually. China has war goals against us. That's bad, because they seem to be doing quite well. They might actually... Japan, China, and Russia might unite. Oh, wow, look at this. Wait, the communist Spain joined France. Oh, so it did join them in the end. Looks like they opted for the other Spanish faction in the end. This is a crazy run, I'm not even gonna lie. Do I swip to communist? Communist Britain? It's maybe. I did say I wanted to do a, regardless of what happens on the continent, I want to be Democratic Conservative Party. Bring in Winston Churchill. Bring in someone like Boris Johnson. Because at the moment, I don't think it's too bad for the Allies that we're letting 4 factions battle it out, and then we'll eventually see who's the weakest and pick a side. But at the moment, it looks like all of these factions are vying for power. But they're doing quite well in Siberia there. It does look like the Spanish and the French alliance are about to throw them out in Portugal after losing in Africa, though. Germany still is neutral. Yeah, so they're democratic, but they joined the Italians. That's rather annoying. It hasn't hampered our rubber capacity because we haven't picked a side, but it could do. British Australia, India just chilling as well. But France is now lost in the Balkans by the look of it. Okay, they still have Königsberg. And MI5 is still operating in Paris. Mongolia is now in, but it looks like there's about to be peace on the Iberian Peninsula, as the Spanish and the French forces throw them out, and Britain is going with rule the waves as well to increase our navy efficiency. Rome Protocol's pretty strong. Balkans and surprisingly the Netherlands in the alliance. Okay, so we've offered a garrison to Romania. So we are now currently guaranteeing their independence, along with Poland. I wonder if that's going to bite us now. It's April 1940. Our army's ballooned quite a bit. Million men dead in the Chinese-Soviet War that the Italians have come in. And now this is a 3 million balloon here into this one. Interesting. I wonder who's going to win this out in the end. Another faction has emerged. What's this? The Kingdom of Romania has joined the Rome Protocols. Oh, okay. Even though we were guaranteeing them. But the Germans have made a decision now, though. They are going to go after the French. Oh! I wonder if the Central Powers and the Rome Protocol are going to battle it out. It is like monarchy versus fascism in the end. Oh, okay. So the French might have just been done in then. The Germans have been sitting there with the Kaiser and about to get pushed on the Maginot Line. Yeah, I think just those resources they've lost in Africa is going to turn them. However, there is Spanish support, so the Rome Protocols, the Italians, the Germans, most of Central Europe is going to go against the Spanish and French pact, while the Allied forces are waiting by. As obviously we're not authoritarian, fascist or communist, we can't outright war deck people. We only can guarantee and go down the various path of European nation-state protectorism. We're going to embargo Germany because of their war on France. Although we don't want to land grab over there. We're going to still embargo Germany. Even if the French are commies. Oh, Monaco. I always forget that that's a faction in Hearts of Iron. Like, it's so small there. And after 3 years of fighting on the southern French border, the Italians have stormed into Nice. After German pressure on the Maginot Line. Like, the papacy isn't there. Neville Chamberlain, sitting back. The appeaser, doing what he does best. Motion of no confidence. Winston's now in. Yes. You've allowed the German Kaiser to come back. For round 2. Electric Boogaloo. Didn't we do that in the first? Not in. We don't have a second sequel. A sequel? The French are holding on though a lot longer than probably would be with the Allies. I'm just curious to see what the States do. Hopefully they just stay with us, to be honest. But I know what you mean. I read comments. It's like, Allies are boring. Playing as the good guys. Sitting back. Making sure your production is at peak efficiency. Building up. Because production wins wars. We're still holding a decent chunk of the African territory. But now I'm curious to see who's going to win this one. Hopefully it's the Allies. The Italians have moved into Montpellier. But it looks like France and Spain are probably going to be divided between the Germans and the Italians. Which is not good. But hopefully they attack each other and we pick a side in the end. The Soviet Civil War ended quite quickly. So they might actually go against them. But they're getting pushed by the Japanese and the Chinese there. Oh, Argentina's now involved. Speaking of the Falklands, here they are. Got to be pretty careful of our islands off in the middle of nowhere. Especially now that there's a junta in Argentina. Oh, wow. I absolutely hate fighting in that eastern part of Siberia in China. Told you. Okay. Interesting path. Yeah, they must have came to some sort of agreement. Yeah, I've never seen this. Oh, here we go. Massive blitzkrieg into Andorra. Oh, and Paris is about to fall to the Germans. And it has. The Central Powers are back, baby. Oh, wow. Oh, here we go. So, a bunch of these former French colonies, by the look of it, have joined us. Yeah, Republic of Syria, Venezuela. That's not a former French colony. Italy took 70 states. Somehow Denmark joined the Allies. Mostly Rome protocols, Commonwealth ties. Okay. Yeah, well, I guess it was the Italian War. The Germans came in at the end. So it's essentially a Axis. So we've got some member states with us. Okay, so we've got some pacts being signed here. Interesting. So has that all gone through now? Just need to go through all these. Nice. So Mexico, so North America is firmly in the Allies. Oh, thankfully. The US is with us. We've got a good chance now then. I was kind of worried. The US are kind of through, but they actually did alright after their Soviet Civil War. It's just they're dealing with a united China and Japanese frontier pushing them. Interesting. So obviously, we're fighting them there in India. British forces are on the way along with Americans. So we've got a huge logistical stockpile of rifles, trucks, and ammunition compared to essentially the Eastern and Axis powers have been battling it out quite a bit. So that war in the East is going to complicate things. Okay. We've got a huge contingent defending Britain. And FDR's now in. Thankfully Japan has fully been deciphered. So it seems like there's an uneasy peace with the Rome Protocol at the moment. As we focus on the Chinese-Japanese alliance. Ironically, we're going to go save the Soviets. After we sort of let the French capitulate. Oh, we've got a naval engagement here. The British Navy. Off the coast of Brazil. Is fighting. As our North-South American allies, like on the continent, are pushing against Brazil, who joined the Chinese-Japanese pact. Interesting. So 4 factions battling it out. They got rid of their last general, the Supreme Soviet. Okay. We do not have the USSR, we have the SSSR. Interesting. Japan has laid claim to a lot of Eastern Siberia, which is interesting. Yeah, Indonesia is a part of their faction, which is rather annoying. Oh, so the Czechs didn't end up joining us. However, Poland did join the Allies. We did manage to bring in Finland, though. So that's not bad if we ever go to war with the Soviets. Having them would be quite handy. We've still got 22 fleets. Now that war is broken out, you would imagine that number will dwindle somewhat. So it looks like the US are trying to get naval supremacy here. Even the Italian Navy is trying to focus them. You'd imagine the Japanese and Italian... But it's more of the Chinese Navy be quite strong. Oh, they're actually doing alright there. They're focusing on a full-on Eastern Siberian push. They're also trying to hold in what is the Tibetan Plateau. And then trying to navally invade Southeast Asia as well. In October 1941. The Allies are holding. If they somehow flip the Soviet Union on their side, that's going to be an issue. So we've got a couple of theatres going on. The South African theatre. So at the moment, we've got one side, which has Brazil, Japan, and China up against the Allies and the Rome Protocol. While the Central Powers are trying to fight the Rome Protocol as well. And they're still holding quite well in France. So the Axis has sort of eaten itself. Man, you'd think all these powers, if they just got along, they'd probably wipe the Allies. All the fascist bar Germany, what, Bulgaria, and the other Central Powers. As we move into November. Okay, December 1941. Little bit of a push in South America. The US is there here helping us out, thankfully. The US is just so overpowered, man. They're so good in Hoi. To be fair, we're probably in a better situation as well with the fall of France. Although we invited them into the Allies in the last episode, because they were conquered and were decolonized, we just like picked up all their colonial territory. Due to, I guess, the Rome Protocol not really holding overly too much. Alright, unfortunately the Indians and the British Raj are getting pushed back in the Himalayas is more accurate than the Tibetan Plateau, I suppose. We're still defending the Philippines. And I'm curious to see if the US gets a foothold in mainland China or Japan first, as Brazil's about to capitulate. It's probably just logistically easier pushing from our allied forces in Ecuador and Colombia and stuff, and probably the US as well compared to China and Japan just yet. But flipping Brazil onto our side is probably not a bad idea. But it seems like Rome Protocol is doing more, so that actually dividing South America between North and South. Oh, I said dividing. Look at that, just chunk. It's mostly them. They've managed to take it. Yeah, who's gonna win out on top? Will it be the Allies who are being a little bit passive with the UK and the US? Mostly. You probably can't forget the Raj and the contributing factors of some of the other allies in the Commonwealth. My brethren, the Aussies. Need not wave my national flag over too much. I'm sure the Kiwis are adding something. But we're going to have a little bit of a harder task in this run. The UK, that is. With Rome Protocol taking Indonesia. That's a huge. It's cut off most of the rubber and resource production in Southeast Asia. Normally, if the Axis, essentially, are quite offensive, they usually go to war with the Netherlands quite early on. It's usually a clutch faction. Oh my god, the Central Powers actually, this is strange. They actually might take Italy. We're not even helping them out, but the Kaiser is just conquering Central Europe casually. As we move into February now, 1946. 42, sorry. I was about to say something with a 6 in it. I wonder if this campaign will eventually go to 56, potentially. Chamberlain's still in charge? Chamberlain? Churchill. Do you know when your mind says something and you say something else? It's annoying. Alright, we're about to crush all these units in South America. There's even some South African troops there by the look of it. German forces have retaken France completely. That's changed sides quite a bit. Between Democrats, fascists, communists, and whatnot. Okay, we're currently developing intelligence into Japan and China mainland. No successful naval invasions have come off yet either, though. A little bit of push here and there. Oh my god. South America's just completely split apart here. Hopefully we can just allow the Central Powers and the Italians just to sort of, you know, battle it out between themselves. And we come on in and liberate Europe and democracy. Yeah, a little bit of naval combat. In Japan, nothing too crazy. Okay, things have made it a bit even now. Yeah, so although there's no direct conflict yet, I wouldn't be surprised if that changes. Particularly when we got Finland and Poland on our side. You know, the two factions that tend to 9 times out of 10 bring in forces. Yeah, but it's been a while since I've seen just like a... I don't even know. I haven't even seen this path. Where just like a random Japanese commander has taken control of the army. And it wasn't Hirohito. And they weren't going like shogunate peaceful either. It's kind of cool. Man, I love Road to 56 mod. You continually get weird and unique runs. Oh my god. Japan is going to town in Indonesia. Oh my. How are they doing that? They actually seem to be taking them back. That territory. Uh-oh. It's because of those resources down there I've been banging on about. Alright, Churchill is sending a delegation to South Africa. We want to improve that development down there. Yeah, most of Africa is now under our control still. Yeah, just sort of trading at the moment. Looks like the US Navy is, and ours to some extent, is struggling to push past a united Japanese and Chinese naval contingent. With victory in South America, we have redeployed a lot of our forces to this northern border as we're pushing into China. We can't seem to get naval supremacy on the coast. And if anything, the Japanese are going on more of an offensive. Stalemate is sort of happening in Europe. We're throwing back the Japanese in the territories we control here in Malaysia, the Philippines as well. War with Italy. That's a bold move if Churchill pulls that off. Do we want to be betraying Rome Protocol? The Germans have done quite well though. They are pushing Bulgaria. Oh, they are actually moving into Italy. Or maybe seeing the writing on the wall for them. They are losing their Indonesian ally. They do have a lot of control in South America though, but mainland Italy's about to fall. Oh my god. Do the Allies want to do that? Ugh. What is the phrase? Fortune favours the bold? Yeah, thanks Matt Damon. Oh my god! There's been a successful Allied naval incursion, finally. Oh, and they've dropped in air supremacy as well, capturing a Chinese airbase. Maybe they're about to get pulled back. Shanghai has fallen. Looks like the coastal Chinese territories once again have defected to foreign powers. Oh no. Looks like the push is about to fail though. What? Turkey? What are you doing? Wait, why? Why is... Oh, hang on. We might get involved here. Because Bulgaria attacked them. It'd just be us to guarantee their independence. As we're about to go to war with Italy. Well, it might just happen naturally anyway. Oh no. Unfortunately, that brave and brazened push is probably about to get crushed. Oh no. Shanghai's been retaken as well. The Chinese have crushed us there with our first successful naval invasion. Fierce fighting in the South Pacific. Still no successful puncher incursion into Japan, Korea or China at the moment. Yeah, normally you fight these guys last once you're all built up, and the wars in Europe have subsided, but things have changed. Italy's had a civil war now. German Italy. Romania. joining on our side. Turkey has joined the Allies, which is a massive development. That would have been due to Bulgaria's war, because they joined the Central Powers. The USSR is now the SSSR. They're still dealing with a push from the Japanese and the Chinese, which is quite unfortunate for them, because they actually managed to escape prolonged Soviet civil wars. Unfortunately, our push into Normandy has just been thrown back. Winston Churchill and the Allies are going to have to reposture slightly. FDR is still in charge, which is good to see. Poland and Denmark still holding. So at the moment, focusing on the Himalayan, Tibetan front, and now the Polish front as well. The Rome Protocol has managed to retake Vienna, and it looks like the Allied forces south of Königsberg and Gdansk are about to surround an abundance of Imperial Kaiser divisions. They have been smashed already in this war, taking France. I just feel like they waited a little bit long. There was an opportunity for us, of course, to flip over to communism, but I'm kind of happy we didn't, with the French Republic falling so quickly. And then, of course, the Soviet Union still not doing too well. Our trade is fine. We're currently expanding our military capacity. We have a whopping 290 factories pumping out vital equipment and logistics. Our rifles have gone down quite a bit. We were able to save up a decent amount of production, the UK. We still have a bunch of divisions. We're pumping out mostly infantry. Oh, looks like we've managed to liberate the people of northern France. Belgium is neutral. And the British are back in Dunkirk. Thankfully, due to US, British and Italian naval power and air, things looking good. Latvia joined the Central Powers. Strange. June now, 1943. With the help of the Turks, they're now pushing into Bulgaria. It's quite interesting to see that the Turks this time around didn't join the Central Powers. They made the right decision. The only thing that would ruin us now is if the SSSR came in, which is concerning. They are nearly a natural enemy now that we have Finland and Poland in the Allies. But we've got a really nice push in northern Germany here, as we're very, very close to Brandenburg. Berlin might be falling soon, as we're sort of trying to liberate the people of Paris. Oh wow. The Germans are not looking healthy whatsoever. I think they've just left it a little bit late. The Axis, or essentially what would have been the Axis, have fought amongst themselves. What do they watch for? The entire country of Poland focusing on Prague and Berlin. The push from Denmark as they refuse to join the Central Powers, or this push into Paris now. Even with their successful surge into southern Italy, the Central Powers is probably about to fall. And then I only imagine that we're going to go after Rome Protocol after that. Oh, nice little push there Still only a few tiles away from Berlin. No fighting in South America. Or Africa. We did manage to take German Africa quite quickly. But then it's going to be divided, what, France and Germany between us and the Rome Protocol. Unless we declare war upon them sooner. Hamburg has fallen. The Italians are helping us out here. In Normandy. And we're currently winning the air battle as well. Nice. Those modern engines have been finally complete. And we're not even focusing on the Chinese front now. If we could have peace in Europe, that would be far more vital. And a nice push here into Bulgaria. That's going to strain resources. We just need to sort of drag their attention away from Germany, because Germany is the key. Once Germany falls, that's it. France and their various other conquered allies will fall like dominoes. France is nearly liberated by, ironically, Italian forces. 4 million is ballooned too. Although it says 13 million here, we haven't even lost a million, which is very, very nice. Just under 1 million UK forces lost. Which is actually quite exceptional, that loss rate. Especially going into, what? 1944 now? Okay. We've got them on the ropes here now. They are incredibly on the back foot. I can't see how Germany is going to come back from this one. However, although we're doing well in France and that Polish border, Berlin has still yet to fall to Allied forces. 40%. And hopefully, this is the last and final time we'll have to bring down that crazy Kaiser. Oh, looks like the Danish are going to make an offensive here. And looks like the... Wait, who's going to get there? Is it Poland? Are they going to storm Berlin? Or is it potentially... the Danish and British forces are actually hitting them from both sides. Polish artillery is pounding Berlin. Nice. And as we have Danish territory as well, we're about to cut them off. The Allies are surging towards a victory against the Central Powers. However, Berlin has not fallen. Maybe now, though. Nearly. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. We've actually cut them off. We've created a land bridge from, like, Saxony, Denmark, and Poland, and they're still holding on. Oh no, that's it. Peace conference calculating. Oh, there we go. Oh my god, we got shafted in that big time. We might have... Well, we did turn Germany democratic and Latvia, though. And we did liberate a fair bit. Oh my god. What? Oh, that's... yeah. So... Oh my god. So, we managed to liberate Germany, but I guess between Rome Protocol, they wanted... Although we've been able to install a democratic government, that they're going to be neutral. Okay. Well, looks like Rome Protocol is our next target. I did try to... Oh, God. We nearly had them, though. Like, we had a war justification. Is this because we had units in their territory, technically. Oh, wait, no, they joined the UK, finally. Hang on. Oh, no, so we did manage to flip Germany. Okay, so I guess that's okay. We're going to have their German efficient manufacturing industry, yeah, on our side. And think of all the submarine and rocketry and schematics we're going to be able to get as well. They probably can help us with those submarines. But now, the Allies and Rome Protocol, the two major powers. We're still at war, of course, with the Chinese-Japanese bloc. And we still have this war deck against the Rome Protocol. We'll draw up some front lines. We'll keep a watchful eye. But we can't trust the Italians here, of course. You never know, they might attack us. Even though we have divisions in their territory, there might be a proxy war which is going to kick it off. But we'll just have to see. Yeah, I'm surprised they joined us in the end, Turkey. Still don't have good relations with a lot of them down here. Oh, wow. Look at this. Never fear. The United States is here. Oh, about time. I guess because they were... Yeah, I don't know what took them so long. It must have just been an epic battle here. Oh, how have they done that? They've taken Tokyo as well and Hiroshima. Oh, wow. The US are in here. And they're going for it as well. There was a small blitz of like... There was like a window and an opportunity where some Allied forces actually landed in Shanghai and took it briefly. But the US... I think it's just the Chinese and the Japanese Navy. It's quite formidable. Even against the UK and the US. I just think it's logistically, we're still pretty far away. It's also Korea in there as well. Actually, yeah, you're not going to lie. It's also like the Eastern Siberian faction as well. Like that territory. That's helping out as well. Alright, so hopefully Japan will fall from this push. As now it's December 1943. We're pushing into 1944. As the Allies, primarily the US and the UK, hopefully can pull a win out. Thankfully, the fascist powers never united into a strong Axis front. Same with the Rome Protocols, that we sort of divided and conquered them, ironically. Oh my god, what a push. They're still pushing China. It's been like nearly 10 years they've been doing that. Oh my god. Japan has fled to Taipei and Korea by the look of it. So they're still operating to some extent in the seas. Alright, we got some spying networks. Oh wait, hang on. Wait, Argentina joined them. Oh, okay. That's annoying. It's going to complicate things. We're going to have to divert some of our forces. September now, 1944. We've got 500k manpower. With a war with Rome Protocol coming up, we've been able to draw more in. So Chile's been drawn in on this. Oh, that's just annoying because we're going to be sucking more military forces and assets away. Oh, hang on, what's this? Oh, there's been a little push into Korea. But they've been thrown back. Okay, they've actually taken Taipei, which is pretty good. Okay, the US seems to be up and at 'em. They attempted into Korea there, but there's a lot more naval invasions being drawn up. Once China falls, hopefully we can focus on those forces in Europe. We do have air supremacy over the top. It's just this contested naval duel. Although Japan is fully under our control, the Navy still seems to be resupplying and operating their dry docks in Korea, which is rather annoying. Even with that push into the Urals now, like central the Soviet Union, we still haven't pushed quite well. They're just sort of holding us there. Jeez, this is a bloody madness. Secure Iraq. Winston, you madman. What are you doing that for? Do we really need Baghdad? January now, 1945. We do have a lot of Allied territory in and around the Middle East. Oh, here we go. Oh, the Allied forces are back in. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. The US have finally pushed over there. Now Winston wants to attack Iraq. Oh, God. Operation Freedom, boys. I guess there might be a play. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Another push into Korea. That's alright. And we've managed to go further north as well. Nice. There's even been a bit of a push on that front there as well. About time. This has been an absolute stalemate. This has sucked so many divisions. I wouldn't be surprised if half of our losses have actually come from this Japanese/Sino alliance and conflict. La Plata. Whatever that means. Okay, so what's happened here now that Iraq's... I think it's kicked it off now. I think it's finally done it. Yeah, it looks like it has. I think we're officially at war with Rome Protocol. The Italians... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Hopefully we can just wrap up that push and hopefully they don't divert. No, yeah, so we are at war with them. The Allies are at war with the last of the... what would have been the Axis powers, I suppose. Well, we're going to try and just flood into Iraq to capture the crucial oil field capacity. So technically we're not... okay, so we are fighting in the Italian whole territory in France. However, not on the Austrian and Hungarian for some reason. We're going to naval invade into Normandy. And we're pushing from our stronghold in Gibraltar. Oh, wow. This is staging multiple continents. Oh, yeah, because the Italians actually own Indochina as well down there. Interesting. So, still need to get rid of the ROC. Okay, so pockets of fighting are now breaking out. Turkey's helping us with our push. We currently have Cordoba and southern Iberia under our control. We seem to be winning more convincingly in Africa, with Winston doing well. Actually throwing back a huge communism push as well, which is quite fortunate. We've landed in Normandy as well. Paris is probably about to be liberated again. Nice. And we're just waiting. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because we can create a land bridge from Normandy to those Germanic territory. Okay, we've got some nice naval invasions coming from our allies in Central America. If we could wrap up this war in Indochina, that'd be good. Still got 17 fleets. It has taken a bit of a battering. I think we had 22 at one point. We have lost, like, a decent amount of naval vessels. And as we're conquering and coring more territory, we've only got 1 million. We're in a massive rifle deficit, just because we've been at war for so long. And we have sort of skewed our army more infantry focused. Oh no. Looks like that southern naval push has sort of ended in tears. Oh no, we lost in Korea as well. It's going to be a tough one. Hopefully the Allies can prevail. Might have better luck in Europe. Just not let it drag away resources. But fierce fighting is breaking out between the US, the UK alliance, and the Italians. You gotta give it to Mr. Musa. His Italian Rome Protocol faction is actually incredibly strong. He was incredibly tough in... Wait, what? Why are we at war with the Dutch? Why did the US just do that? Oh no, we might be losing in South America. He was incredibly tough in my Italy campaign. I think it's just road to 56. There's just so many more options. Okay, looks like we're winning in Africa, which is big. That'll hamper and dwindle their potential resource capacity. Our stability is currently 42, which is something we need to keep an eye on. Our war support is there as well. The Turks are helping us now, running logistics from Ankara. And they're helping out in the Balkans as well. Oh wow, look at this. We're flying. We're surging towards mainland Italy. Because what do we need to get rid of? Them, I reckon. Just, they're like the main issue. What's going on in the States? Alright. FDR still in charge. It's more curious. Okay. I think it's, Argentina. The Argentine junta. I suppose they were, what? Promised the Falklands, potentially? They seem to be doing quite well compared to Italy. Right, Iraq's about to fall. Man, the Turks are just like, really helping us in the Balkans. Ugh. Yikes. Alright, Shanghai is still holding on. Yeah, I'm surprised the US... They've done like decent naval invasions, but they just seem to not be able to push on. The SSSR still ruled by the Supreme Soviet Chair, yes. Okay. There doesn't seem to be many actually defending mainland Italy, which is pretty good for me. Factory-wise, if you're curious, the US still have slightly more than us, which is not unsurprising. The US production efficiency is magnificent. Monaco's still there. Can we just like conquer them on the way through? I'm sure Winston could do with a brand new yacht, a cigarette, a cigar, and a whiskey or two on the French Riviera. Alright. The United States has seized control of Northern Africa for some reason. Yes. The United States of Morocco. Never fear. FDR is here. Okay. Here's one of our infantry divisions. Look kind of sick. No, wait. Why were they not a part of Italy anyway? Oh god, we got a good surge here. The United States and the Germans making the push. Yeah. We're still the head of the faction. And perfect. Italy has rebelled once again in the exact same spot. But this time it's British Italy. Oh god. Perfect. I say that because last time around it was German, Italy. Okay. Wait, oh, they've capitulated completely. Italy is no more. There's actually a different head of the faction. And... hang on, nearly so much so... I guess it's Argentina? Yeah, wait, what? Yeah, I guess... oh, we still have to get rid of that. Oh, they've now joined in. Well, Italy's now fallen, that's fine. Now... oh, no, we still... I was about to say, now we're surging into Austria, but not just yet. Maybe from the south. Okay, Italy's finally capitulated. Perfect. We'll have to deal with France at some point. Looks like Germany's just going to take it. Nice. We're going to take our old, what, 13th, 14th century claimed territory in what was Brittany, Normandy, and Aquitaine. Yes. We owned that in the 1500s, did we not? Brave US forces still holding out in Shanghai. Yeah, right. Okay. So... looks like... yeah, they're not calling them in. Hungary, Austria, and Czechoslovakia are trying to skirt this one. We're going to have to focus on South America, which is... crikey. Easier said than done. Just due to the lack of logistics. Oh, what? Wait, what? Oh, no. Wait, no, is this okay? I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Because unless we invite them... well, we had... oh, Romania's weird because we had a puppet agreement with them. Unless they broke from Rome Protocol, we're not at war with the Soviets. We'll see. That actually might work. If they push and take... yeah, I guess they could steal Hungary and Romania and I guess Austria from us. Strange. I hadn't looked at Hong Kong in a while. We actually full on lost that. Okay. We're starting to push in some of the Iberian provinces now, into Portugal, into Galatia, and sort of near that Leon region. Oh, nice. We're pushing a lot of material over there, or material. And it's July 1945. I reckon we're going to have a victory before 1950 here. Hopefully it doesn't go to 56. But you never know, potentially could do. Denmark has accepted our Lend-Lease. Front lines are being drawn. At least Brazil's involved. Oh, it's like... it'll help us out logistically. Whoops. What have I done here? Bear with me. Accidentally nearly took a screenshot. Nearly took a screenshot of some Brazilian in the Amazonian. Caught him in 4K. My bad. I don't think Portugal's going to get strong enough to become a major power. What is it, 50 factories? Yeah. Alright, Hungary's about to fully capitulate once Budapest is under our control. We should nearly war goal against them. It's only 15 days if we were to do it. But we might as well. It actually might allow us to go into China that little bit easier. We're pushing the last of these Austrian forces onto the Polish-Soviet border. Alright. Even with Italy, Hungary and Germany surrounding Austria, they are still absolutely fighting to the bitter end. Maybe, you know who. Voldemort fled Germany when the Kaiser rose and was really helping out the Austrians. Nice. Africa's fully under our control. Into China as well. Oh, we're at war with them. It's because we have... I gasp because I know what that means. Because Finland has been in the Allies for quite some time. Oh, would you believe it? Oh, Britain. There's that war with the... Not the USSR, just the SSR. The French Compact. What? I get... Yeah, because the French were... comrades at one point. They've capitulated. I guess they're fighting for their reinstation. Yeah, because Germany took like the Germanic speaking territory and lands in France. We obviously got those old historic ones as the UK on that Brittany-Aquitaine border. Oh well, at least Poland's about to expand. There's been a bit of fighting in and around that territory on Belarus and Ukraine with the Romanians. But now we're there now. Okay. Yeah. As if they're still around in 1946. Oh my god. Socialist Italy has fled. I love that. The fascists flee to South America. Typical. Okay. We are gaining ground, but we have been fighting here for a year or so. Our war support has gone up quite a bit now that the UK and the Soviets are at each other's throat. Okay, the Turks are now pushing through the Caucasus. That will be a vital front if they can push through. Okay, we're pushing now into Mykolaiv. The skirmishes are now breaking out. And Polish forces are hopefully about to land in Kiev. Okay, we've got some more German forces now pushing to Chernihiv. Minsk is about to fall as well. Petrograd. Alright, I guess it got renamed. Wait, they're at war with Iran now as well. Not going to get any munitions, artillery shells from them, I suppose. And obviously the Finnish border. Yeah, I don't know. Did they just throw their game? They're like, yeah, we're done with this. The thing is, if they capitulate before China, they're going to have a claim to particularly that Siberian territory, which they probably would have eventually claimed if the US didn't get. But so now I thought we were going to be focusing on the last of the Austrians and Hungarians here today. We did for the first little bit, but now it's full on blown to a UK incursion into Mother Russia. Oh wow. And now the Germans just have smashed through Crimea. That can be sometimes a hard task, taking the island peninsula. Really boggy. And it's not, it's like, well, it's essentially like an island. Like you need to like naval invade through there. It's quite hard to take Sevastopol sometimes, but we've managed to do it. The Finns are about to take Petrograd. They're probably going to make a claim for that. That's kind of cool. Take St. Petersburg. Yeah, so it's not Kaliningrad. It's not St. Petersburg. Cool. Oh! Harry Truman's here. Uh-oh. Thankfully, Japan is fully under our control. Maybe in this alternative timeline, he's not going to drop Fat Man and Little Boy on Hiroshima or Nagasaki. It's going to be on Shanghai and... oh, I don't know. Beijing? I don't know. Okay, so our aluminium, rubber, and tungsten's gone kaput here. As we're about to drop Vanguard, which will increase our heavy ship hull. That's nice. We've lost a fair few ships in this campaign. We've got 1.4 million in the core, maintenance company coming in as well. And we are just surging into the Western Soviet steppe with a united Europe pushing against the Union. And Germany eventually attacked the Union. This time with Allied support. They might even claim some of it as well, because they seem to be doing quite well. Yeah, this is our living area for us, Winston? Yes. Yes, it is. Oh my god. Air support over Belgorod. Ironic. Seeing what happened this week. Well, a bit of a push here now. Oh, maybe not. There was. There's still this like push here in Shanghai. It's turned into like, I don't know, like an ulcer on the side of China. Oh my god, they're about to capitulate. 600k, that's deceiving. It's not united the Chinese one. Oh wow. As if Argentina's become a major power. They always do tend to have a grudge against us British. Alright, maybe if we can take Indonesia, that would help our resources quite a bit. And we're pushing towards the Urals now. Against the French-Russian alliance. Okay. 75% towards capitulation. Not too bad. Oh my god. It's mostly the Germans like pushing for it. Hilarious. Ah, we've got all these spare battle plans just hanging around, you know? Yeah, sure, we'll use them. Operation Barbarossa, I mean, liberate democratic peoples in Moscow, eh? Yeah, that'll do. Okay, oh my god, they're only a couple tiles away. Before German forces lift the democratic German flag over Moscow. In this twist, it's not the Soviet banner over the Reichstag. It's going to be the German democratic banner over the Kremlin. Thanks, Finland. Yeah. Probably going to liberate Karelia. Oh, well, you never know. They might actually have a bit of a claim for it. And this might help us with this push eastward, because... man, oh man, it's been a slug there. Oh, we've got some nuclear reactors coming along. That's nice. That's us not having weapons just yet. The US still technically might. We didn't even need to decolonize some of our forces. Australia. South Africa. The British Raj still free. Oh, and now we're pushing into China a lot better now as well. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, we had our British forces that were liberating Iraq earlier. Now they've pushed up in Iran. Oh, here we go. They're about to capitulate, and then once done and dusted, the Ruski should be over, as they've quickly reformed and reallocated their Soviet administration capacity to Novigrad. I said Novigrad. Been playing too much Witcher. Novgorod. Okay. It's still weird to see the US occupying Algeria and Morocco. Okay, Kazan is now their capital. Nearly now. Mustn't be too much longer. They're so close to capitulating. Nearly now. Okay, we've managed to connect a little bit of a land bridge there on the coast between those two naval invasion pockets. And is it going to be Kazan, the last outholding? If we swing up into, I don't know, like the Central Soviet Union there, into that Buryat territory, it actually might help us in China. So close to Kazan here, fellas. Still only a couple tiles away. The Soviet Union still fighting to annoyingly the bitter end. Man, oh man. Republic of China actually doing a tremendous run in this. I guess even Japan as well. Fleeing to Pyongyang. Whoa, where did they come from? Oh, they must have navally invaded through there. Shandong they didn't even take in the end. Oh, here we go. They might be the Union gone. You'd hope so. Nice. Turkey took a bit. China took too much, though. Oh, we've been pushed back. Oh, no, we haven't. Yeah, we have. Oh, wait, no, but it's okay. Because there's a little bit, but there's a buffer state now that we're protecting. Okay, so we've got the Democratic Ruski Duma. Okay. There's actually a fair few regions there splitting up. Okay, that's alright. That's diversing former Soviet power. We've got the Ukrainians in Ukraine, in Kiev, in Kharkiv. We got the Don Cossack host. The Germans took Crimea. Why? Karelia. Finland yoinked a bit. The states there as well. Oh god. Okay, so now... okay, so technically it's gone to the Chinese, but it's like... we're just going to take it from them. Alright. Well, unfortunately on that note, we're going to wind things down here. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed episode 5 of the Hearts of Iron 4 Road to 56 mod Allied United Kingdom campaign. Stay tuned for episode 6 coming out soon, where we're still trying to finishing off the last of the Chinese and the Europeans that fled to South America and helping out Argentina. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, right. For a crazy, unhistorical campaign, this has been a good one. I do love the wild and wacky, chaotic nature. It's really the UK and the US and their allies, to be fair, their colonial network in Africa and the South Pacific, dividing and conquering what would be the Axis and the East Prosperity Sphere. Did well. Okay, so that's the new capital. Man, I didn't think how much of a pain Argentina would be to take. Okay, so it looks like we're about to throw down those Europeans that fled. Sao Paulo is about to fall. But yeah, even with the US so closely by and in their neighborhood, they're still holding on. Okay, back over here. In China, oh, they've actually pushed us back there slightly, but we've been battling it out tooth and nail. It's like one step forward, two steps back there on the coast. We actually might be doing better in the Urals overall. So hopefully here today we can finish off Argentina and China. A whopping 1 million manpower the UK has. What are we looking at casualty wise? We got air supremacy over the top, nice. As the US is regionally administrating most of South America now. Yeah, it's just because not all of China, sort of that southern jungle territory, we're not at war with, which is annoying. There's a couple of small, sparse Chinese warlords holding us back in some choke points. Oh, here we go. Indian autonomy. It's probably about time. 1946 October. I'm surprised they're not dependent. They've been incredibly helpful in that plateau. Are we about to deal with the small Russian autonomous area? Like, why aren't they in the Allies? That we formed in and around Moscow, like that neutral zone. Alright. Okay, we're pushing slightly. Oh, yeah, it's if we can just get that free flow of resources from basically Korea to the south, we're good. Oh, we actually might be able to encircle them there. Only 700k for the Argentines, only 4 million. This is not going to balloon to like a 50 or 100 million loss rate, but it's probably going to be up there quite a bit. Okay, looks like we're winning in Brazil. It's just literally Argentina left. Buenos Aires and Sao Paulo still defiant. Brasilia, not the capital in this run. We were so close, but now it's turned into a massive stalemate. Oh, I thought something happened then. As we're slowly calculating. Halfway towards capitulation, the Chinese. Argentina, not so much. That's looking a bit better. We seem to have stabilized this front. Will this go to 56? Probably not 56, but maybe to the 50s. December now, 1946. Pushing into Manchuria a bit easier. Oh, this is so much better. Look at this, we're just surging. Oh, here we go. That Indian autonomy is about to kick on off. I'm sure Winston isn't too overly happy about that one, but we'll have to do it. You want me to decolonize the empire? So we've got the Dominion of India. Democratic, still loyal. They're probably going to get a decent chunk of that Himalayan / Nepal / Tibetan Chinese plateau. Because they really helped us in and around that area quite a bit and fought for it. China are nearly done. Chile still holding. No, Argentina. Still holding though. Had to push into Wuhan. Oh, here we go. Air supremacy over the top. Oh, I think we've got them now. They look a little bit stretched in and around that area. Oh my god, there's a mass encirclement here. Here we go. A lot of Danes in there. Go on, you Great Danes! Sweden and Norway somehow managed to remain neutral in this series. War support's still going up because we're about to get that W. Afghanistan neutral there. The Swiss! I didn't even comprehend that. They must have joined the Allies. Good on them. Swiss doing the right thing, joining at the last minute to help on out. Oh my god. Got a crazy amount of divisions. Yeah, I think going with the manpower is probably the best play. Like, you've only got a limited amount of resources. If you're going to rule the waves, you need to put a lot of it to that. And then that sacrifices the armored. Like, the US is going to have more resources than the armored. We can focus on manpower. It's not hard to clunk together a couple of rifles or two. And get colonial infantry to help on out. Men of the Empire and the Commonwealth. Okay. Only a matter of time now. As Allied forces are dominating the air over China. We're even going with naval production now anyway. Winston doesn't seem fit to really go and use any other path of the tech tree just yet. God, we're pushing into Siberia. Alright, a brand new year, January 1947. Will it go to the 50s? Maybe. China is still holding on. They did quite well with that Japanese pact. Lasted a lot longer than what I would anticipate. It's either they don't really do anything and Japan leaves them alone or they conquer them. Haven't seen them ally together before. Oh, there's a bit of a push here in Chile actually by Argentina. It's because we're focusing on China, about to be done, and then we can focus on South America here. Man. Got to give it to Argentina. They have been an absolute pain in my side. And what is this, like Uruguay? Where the Austrians and Italians are holding on up? Seems to be. $2 million now. Added on to that, so that's $3 million for the UK. It's not too crazy. I'd say nearly $2 million have probably been sucked up here in China compared to about 500k each for the Germans and the Italians. Sweden neutral, democratic. Surprising. Settings the Swiss got involved. Oh, we're so close to their new regional capital. Yeah, that's probably going to do it as well. 4 million loss, that's absolutely nothing for China. We have air supremacy over the top of them, which is pretty good. We're now pushing. Come on. We've got Swiss forces helping us out. It's probably because they joined like super late. They're probably the only people that have properly well-equipped men. Oh, here we go. It's calculating. Peace conference is calculating. It's over. We're going to deal with the East. Wait, Germany took some stance. Alright. Wait. Well, hang on a minute. Russia just declared war upon Estonia. Now we're going in over there. Oh my god. Wait, what? Why did they get why did they get all that territory back? Why? I guess because the Chinese had it? Oh, that's weird. Hang on, let it calculate momentarily. Alright, so, yeah, right, I thought it was Argentina. No, we're still dealing with them. They actually pushed up. They've actually done a bit of a counter-offensive into Brazil. Rome Protocol still lives. So we can invite the Lebanese. Hang on, no, now we're being drawn in. So, the Russian-British war is back on again. 1947, because they went after one of the Baltics? It's because we capitulated the Soviet Union when we were at war with the Chinese, so they took half of it. We didn't have enough to actually, like, annex it. Okay, so now India has expanded quite a bit. So, the Republic of China's on our side. American Japan, they control that. It's not unsurprising. It's a US puppet. China's a part of the Allies, though. Okay, so now we just have to... But they've got no army. We're like, there's literally no one there. Alright. Bear with us real quick. And then we've got to deal with Argentina. Right. The Democratic Allies once more. Winston and the boys has to retake Moscow again. Okay. So now with China capitulating, hopefully in turn Argentina might as well. Wait, what? The flag changed? Wait, what? Wait, why did they join them? Why is my political power so bad? Oh no. I think we might have flipped. Hang on, we'll deal with the Russians. Oh, did they get the last laugh, did they? After all that. The communist tide was too much. I wonder if Winston's still in with a job. Maybe, maybe not. Well, that's annoying. We could have actually gone that way if we wanted to. Early on. Probably wouldn't have helped us, though. I don't think we win those wars against those three factions earlier. Now, hopefully we can puppet them properly. No, they're about to fall. I wonder if the Ruskies will fall again. Before or after Argentina. Knowing the regime at Buenos Aires. They're probably holding on. Yeah, so we had to like re-let everyone in to some extent. We're still a part of the Allies and the leadership, but that's just cringe. Yeah, so we're renegotiating them to come back into the faction. Even though it shouldn't really change. Some of the garrison stuff has changed though. Haven't looked at New Zealand. They still chilling? Yeah. Alright. We'll deal with our political mishap when the war's over. Okay, now they're re-giving back some of those garrisons. Yeah, just like no one's here. They're gonna fall. Yeah, look at that. We haven't even like got all of it, but they're about to fall. All of our units are just in and around the former USSR borders. Yeah, so the Federal Assembly actually joined in. So strange. What a crazy run. I would have been curious to see if we fought a united Axis with Italy, Germany and Japan fully focused against us, but it wasn't to be. We divided and conquered them well. Played them a part of their own interests. It is kind of cool though. If one of them, like, it turns into a bit of a battle royale and one becomes the overarching victor. Is this it now for them? Maybe, hang on. Poland took a bunch of... Poland owns Moscow! Okay, hang on, so then more of the former USSR factions. Oh my god, so we've got like a Kazan Khanate here. What the hell is Eastern Green Ukraine? What is that? I've never seen that before. Okay. And we've got the stands there. Turkey? Why? Is there an ethnic Turkey pocket there? No, I don't think so. They took more Caucasus territory. Ukraine's down here as well. The Crimean Khanate and Tatars are there. Okay. Argentina's still holding firm. But yeah, let's have a look at this. So, oh my god, we're communist. No. After all that. Who is Ari? That's incredibly annoying. After all that, Winston Churchill, done in a coup, 1947 after all that. Oh, that's terrible. The Soviets got the last laugh. And the French, who joined them, I suppose. Yeah, hopefully this doesn't lead to the breakup of, well, the Allies as well. It's going to be annoying because most of the, yeah, just be us because everyone else is democratic. Like literally everyone. All of our puppets, the US and those forces we converted as well. Oh, surely this is it. We've got a bit of a push going on to Buenos Aires. Army training at the moment. And then that should be it. It is looking likely things are going to be wrapped up before 1950. Yeah, it didn't feel like one of those games that was going to go to 56, but sometimes they do. Okay, we're getting better quality rocket artillery. Yeah, our resources kind of didn't do too well, and then once war broke out, tends to happen. Resources and stuff is incredibly constrained. But the last bastion of European fascist freedom is hanging out in South America. Hilariously. Truman's still hanging out. Same with the Union of Britain. That's taken over. Yeah, maybe it's just trying to pit us apart. The USA regime. 13 fleets. That is drastically gone down. What? They're at war again? Are they just trying to throw the game? Why is this last little push going on here? Okay. Yeah, Belarus is here as well. There's even a state in Lviv. Oh, nice. I think that's it. The Treaty of Prague, because that would be it, yeah, wouldn't it? Oh, I believe so. Oh, I think that's it. Yes, we're not at war with anyone. The Lithuanians and the Ruskies are at war, but who cares? The Allies have been victorious in this one. Oh, wow. What a playthrough. Our production is shot, and unfortunately Winston's gone. After all that, couldn't see victory. This war had been going on for 10 or so years. Well, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this run. Let me know in the comments what you'd like me to replace this with. The Union of Britain here. We've got British Italy territory. We've got a lot of territory here. Italy, France, Germany Democratic, the Republic of India, China on the Allies' side. France is occupied and divided between the Germans and the UK, hilariously. And the Soviet Union is being dissolved. This is all primed for NATO. Well, unfortunately on that note, we're going to wrap things up here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for a new series coming out soon. Don't know exactly what that will be. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Here are the stats real quick. And we finish in second after all that, which isn't a bad showing. 2,300 score. Germany in third. Poland fourth, even though they flip sides. The US still being the dominant power overall. We were slightly behind on factories, which isn't a bad showing. Anyway, thanks guys. Make sure to take care of yourselves. If you want to see more from me, check out the videos on screen. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.